Hi, I'm Veli from Greenwood Solutions. Thermal shields. No, we're not talking about Captain America. We are talking about a solar panel acting as a thermal shield in addition to actually producing electricity. Yeah, pretty interesting concept. When a business starts investigating the viability of solar, it is usually along the lines of payback period, return on investment, basically how much they can save on their electricity bills. So in addition to utilising the rays of the sun to convert to usable energy, the actual physical nature of the panel also acts as a thermal shield. Effectively, it's a barrier between the sun and the roof, with some unexpected positive benefits. This thermal shield effect results in a cooling effect for your business, which reduces the HVAC, the heating, cooling, air conditioning, ventilation loads. HVAC costs can typically account for 30% or more of the total cost of a building, especially when you're talking about air-conditioned offices. A business is looking at a commercial solar system to negate their electricity bill, but an indirect effect is this reduction in HVAC costs. And not enough people are aware of this additional benefit. It can be quite considerable. Jan Kleersel, hopefully I've pronounced Jan's name correctly, sorry Jan if I haven't, a professor of environmental engineering at the UC San Diego Jacobs School of Engineering, that's a mouthful, conducted a study into the thermal shield effects of a solar array. And here's the link. Kleersel and his team published what they believe are the first peer-reviewed measurements of the cooling benefits provided by solar photovoltaic panels. So how much temperature difference is there between a building with no solar panels and solar panels? Using thermal imaging, researchers determined that during the day, a building ceiling was cooler under solar panels than under an exposed roof. Well, that makes sense. At night though, the panels helped hold heat in, reducing heating costs in the winter. The drop was 5 degrees Fahrenheit. In Celsius, nearly 3 degrees, which is pretty impressive. Data for the study was gathered over 3 days in April on the roof of the Powell Structural Systems Laboratory at the Jacobs School of Engineering. Again, that's such a mouthful. A thermal infrared camera was used. The building is equipped with tilted solar panels and solar panels that are flush with the roof, so both flat to the roof and on tilt. What they found was for the building researchers analysed, the panels reduced the amount of heat reaching the roof by about 38%. And this is why, in a lot of cases, the HVAC costs of a building, especially a commercial building, can go down simply by having solar panels on the roof, regardless of how much electricity they actually produce. Domestic solar panels have an efficiency between 16 and 20% and rising as we speak. This means that 16 to 20% of the energy is absorbed by the panel and converted into electricity. Basically, solar panels not only reduce the amount of heat striking the roof surface, but also power loads on your site, obviously. Ideally, solar panel design reduces reflection to a minimum for obvious reasons, but there is a certain amount of sunlight that is reflected away. In addition, the aluminium frame also plays a role in reflecting away a certain percentage of the light energy striking its surface. But this is a small amount as the framing has a minimum surface area. Solar panels also absorb energy, causing them to heat up, and some of that energy gets re-emitted back up to the sky. Unfortunately, some of that heat also gets emitted downward towards the roof surface, where it can potentially heat up the building. But this is negated by the wind flow that is channeled through the gap between the underside of the panels and the roof. An additional benefit not immediately apparent is a decrease in the amount of UV light. Now, we all know about UV light. It's necessary for biological growth, plants need it, humans need a certain percentage. But the downside of UV light, it destroys everything. I've personally seen roofs that haven't been in a very good state at all, and underneath the panels, the roof is virtually pristine, and it's due to that reduction in UV light. Conclusion. Solar panels are purchased to reduce electricity consumption from the grid. But in addition, they provide additional benefits. The panels act as a shield, effectively reducing internal building temperatures. Also, they reduce the amount of UV light striking the surface, slowing down roof degradation. Hope you enjoyed our solar thermal shield presentation. It's really a mouthful for me to say. For those of you expecting Captain America, sorry about that, but I did warn you at the beginning of the video. Hit that subscription button, and if you've got any inquiries, any questions, any answers, get in contact with us. See you later. Bye.